Hi everybody, it's Deborah here, and today we're going to discuss the plank. The plank is such an important exercise to do correctly in order to develop core strength. And as you know, I'm a Pilates instructor, and Pilates is all about developing core strength. And core strength is really important because if you have a strong core, you can basically do anything. You can progress to do basically anything, either in the fitness area or in your everyday life. For example, if you are in a situation where you need to lift something heavy, or you are on a plane and you need to lift your bag up in the overhead compartment, you can do it by yourself. You don't need to ask anyone. You can be independent and free. And I think it's so important to be independent. The other important thing about developing core strength is that it prevents injury. Injury is something terrible that happens to us as we get older and our bodies become weaker. So it's important to be able to keep that core strength going. So here we go. We're going to start with the first high plank variation. Now, this is what I call the basic plank. When I'm doing group classes and I look around and I see people doing the plank, I would say 9 out of 10 people do them incorrectly. And if they're done incorrectly, that means they're going to develop injuries and they won't be able to progress to do more important things or stronger things. So here we go. We're going to start with the first high plank. The first thing to remember is, we're going to go down on our hands and knees, is you need to think about the position of the hands. The hands and the fingers need to be spread out. They need to be spread out, the fingers, so that you have a bigger and wider base for your plank. And you have to make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders. I would suggest for the first time you are doing a plank that you have a mirror across from you so that you can see exactly what you're doing and you can see what I'm talking to you about, because if you don't know how to do it properly, it's best to be able to see it instead of hearing it and trying to memorize it in your body. Okay, so we have our arms about shoulder width apart. We have our hands underneath our shoulders, and we take one leg out, and then we take the other leg out. Now, we want to make sure that the legs are about hip width apart in the first variation, which is the basic variation. We want to make sure that the head position is not down low, it's not up high, because that puts a lot of pressure on the neck and the shoulders. We want to make sure that the head is coming out exactly from the spine, and there's a straight line from the spine all the way down to the glutes. You also want to make sure that the elbows are not locked out, that they're a little bit bent, that the glutes are engaged, and that the stomach is not hanging out. So this would be what I would call the first position of the plank, the first basic plank position. Now, the idea is that you would want to be able not start off holding it for 1 minute, but start off holding it for perhaps 15 seconds at a time, and then you come back down on the knees and you relax. And then you increase it as your strength is greater to perhaps 30 seconds, and then 45 seconds, and then you hold the plank for a minute. Once you can hold the plank for a minute, the next variation that you can do is you can then take one leg up. Now, as you notice, when I take my leg up, nothing moved. Nothing moved. I didn't move to the side, my back didn't lower, my head didn't come up, my leg didn't bend, and you hold it. And you squeeze your glutes, and you bring it down. And then you can take the other leg up, and you bring it down. That's another variation to do to strengthen the core. You can then hold the leg up for perhaps, again, 15 seconds, and increase it to 30 seconds, and then you do the other leg the same way. Another variation to do on the basic plank, before we go to a more advanced level, is we bring the legs together. This is much more difficult than when the legs are apart, because when the legs are apart, you have a bigger basic base or foundation upon which to hold the plank. So you bring your legs together, you squeeze your buttocks, you engage your core, your head is in the right position, meaning it's not down low, it's not looking up, your shoulders are relaxed, and you hold it. And you make sure you're relaxed, that you can breathe, your elbows are not locked out, You just can hold it. Try to get up to a minute. Okay, so when should you do the plank exercise? You should do it after your cardio, when you finish your cardio and when you're the most tired. It will have the best effects and it will make you the strongest possible. As I tell everyone, the reason why I started doing boxing is because of the 6 or the 3 minutes at the very end of boxing, which are devoted completely to abs and core work. And that has made me much stronger. So remember, do it after you're exhausted. You've done your cardio, whatever that cardio is. And lastly, I just want to say thanks for joining me. Check out all my other videos, debofit.com, my website, on my Instagram. And I look forward to bringing to you, very shortly, more advanced videos for those of you who have progressed with this one and for those of you who are already more advanced. So have a great day. Thank you.